Well, a great look there at, of course, the products from Wera Tools, and we can't thank Wera Tools enough, of course, for sponsoring this year's British Kart Championship. They have provided a great deal of support, of course. With the driver of the day, you get the chance of winning a lovely trophy, of course, which we saw a new breed of that one that Jesse Phillips won. And, of course, a £2,500 toolkit as well that can go to the driver of the day after every weekend. So, again, huge support from themselves as well. So we do thank them dearly for their support. But now it's time for Mini X30, and it's their second heat of the day. The one grid of this one, Macaulay Bishop earlier on, he won the race with Eden Spanswick alongside the 2 PM Mark drivers, the 68 and the 69. Again, very easy to spot which one is which because they've got very similar number and identical carts, and of course I think they've got the same coloured helmets still. Here's a look then at the grid for heat number 2 then. Here's how they're going to line up. Macaulay Bishop on the front row with Henry Jocelyn alongside Jack Hobson and Lewis Bird on row number 2. Eden Spanswick and Cameron Pratt-Thompson on row number 3 with Wesley Swain and Leo Robinson, the Algerian driver. Great result for him earlier on. Fred Green, Thomas Behrman, Tommy Harfield and Rylan Eschberg round out row number 6. Ashton Wiggins, Jack Cunningham and Aidan Hassan on row 7. Aidan Hassan on row 8 with Thomas Cucurullo on row 8. Isaac Phelps, Taylor Orridge, Joey Brown and Brandon Truman round out row number 10, and rounding out the grid of 21 karts, Charlie Morrison Jones.
So really looking forward to this one, Mini X30s. Looks like they are gridding up quite nicely, although they are going a lot quicker than the seniors were at this point of the track. So we'll see if they can back it down, and we will get going first time. Only one race has gone first time so far today.
Yeah, please don't break that streak. There we go. They close up now, albeit they are still a bit spread out at the back. Come on, slow it down into the final corner. Bunch up. There we go. That's looking good. Are we going green this time?
Green flag!
It is, yes. Green flag. Away we go in towards turn 1 again. Good start then from the front of the field because Macaulay Bishop breaking away already into the braking zone of turn number 1. Defensive again. Down the inside goes the number 10 and Lewis Bird. Slots back into position, and then it's 3 wide of the background as well. The 64 there in the middle of it. Aidan Hassan had Cucurullo and Cunningham alongside as well. So in towards, out of there they go. Down the back straight, and there on your screen the 35 Isaac Phelps Jay's Racing team there looking strong and closing the gap.
Looks like Hobson made his way up second. We've got the 54 and the 12 have gone off there, off circuit. I'm just trying to...
Charlie Morrison Jones, who went off for Jade Racing team at turn number 3, which is a shame.
It definitely was a 54, but I'm not seeing it on timing. Sure, we'll see when they come over the line because they will be the last 2, I believe, on circuit.
There we go. Out of the final quarter then they go across the line. Here's how they line up then after the first lap. Macaulay Bishop, Jack Hobson, Henry Jocelyn, Spanswick, then it's Lewis Bird, Cameron Pratt-Thompson, then it's Wesley Swain, Fred Green, Leo Robinson, as well as they go through. That is the top 9. Tommy Harfield, then it's Thomas Behrman, Jack Cunningham, Ashton Wiggins, Rylan Eschberg, then it's Orridge, Brown, Phelps, Truman, Cucurullo Yeomans, Hassan and Morrison Jones. That's how they lined up there. The 26 down the inside though of the 69. Henry Jocelyn getting back at Eden Spanswick after he did get alongside again at terminal 2 and fights back because he's down the inside at the infield hairpin.
3 overtakes in 3 corners for these two, and back again, or having a look around the outside, is the 10 of Lewis Bird.
Yeah, he tried to also follow Spanswick through, but couldn't quite follow the move. Who's that who's just shot through? Was that the number 8 of Wesley Swain? I saw it was indeed Wesley Swain moving up a couple of positions as well, just behind this group. 6 minutes plus that 1 additional lap. They go down the infield straight towards the boot section. Ooh, little nose to tail through there. The concertina effect closing in, but everyone getting through. Down the back straight they go. So Bishop leading from Jack Hobson. They're a kind of 1-2 separated. They've kind of got an open bit of clear air between them. All down the inside goes the number 10 of Lewis Bird on Wesley Swain. Says thank you very much, I'll take that one. Oh, and a bit of more side by side action there. 5-second time penalty for Charlie Morris Jones, who's down in 21st place and also receiving a 5-second time penalty for his troubles as well.
Yes, I think that was the right-hand kink. Turn 3, are we calling that?
Yes.
Yes, through there. Very, very tricky right-hander as well, especially when you're 3 wide on the first lap. Very tricky corner to get right, and we see drivers running really wide there out of the final corner. That's the 66 of Taylor Orridge going up the inside of the 19 of Jack Cunningham.
Yeah, that was just after Cunningham. It said, you know, think about it, let's work together. Oh, missing the braking zone is the 74. Oh, dear me, that's Joey Brown for ST Racing. Missed the braking zone into the boot section. Thread the eye of a needle through the pack, and has come to a stop on the outside of the corner. I'm not sure if he's got going again, but we'll have to keep a very close eye on that one. But he has gone right to the back of the grid. And
that was Wiggins overtaking Brown as well through that tricky right-hander that we've said. And what we haven't pointed out so far today at all, DJ, is actually that... Oh, hang on, who have we got here? The 57.
57 in the middle of the track.
That's Ashton Wiggins, and I said he'd just taken a place as well. So must have carried on into the hairpin and then lost it on the way out.
There we go. That's a disaster there for Ashton Wiggins. But yeah, he's got back going now, albeit a little bit further behind where he was originally placed.
So as they come up to this boot section, what I was saying there is... just as we're about to come through this boot section, then there's the right-hand kink, and then there's the left-hand hairpin. Now, that left-hand hairpin is actually uphill as they apex.
Yes, it is.
So there's a bump and a kink coming into it, which unsettles the car, under braking. Very, very tricky section to get right. Very, very tricky into this hairpin coming up right now, and then they turn uphill through the corner.
They do.
There it is.
There it is on your screens. Yeah, the uphill section now. Then it flattens out. Then it's back uphill again. Then it's back downhill again through this section. So there's a lot of up and downs, undulation changes here.
Because of that uphill, with it being such a slow corner, that's the slowest corner on the track as well. It's all about the bottom end of the engine to get out of that corner as fast as you possibly can.
Indeed. Right, so now 3.5 minutes to go. Bishop leading the way, but the 69 of Eden Spanswick is back up into second place. But has got the train of karts behind him. So it's PMR in first, second and third with Macaulay Bishop, Eden Spanswick and Cameron Pratt-Thompson. Great running from them so far in this Mini X30 race. Henry Jocelyn is still there in fourth place. Then it's Jack Hobson, Lewis Berg, Wesley Swain and Leo Robinson in eighth place. Tommy Harfield and Thomas Behrman round out the top 10. They're all in one big group alongside with the 11th place driver of Taylor Orridge for Croc Promotion. So they are all slotting into position at the moment. All bit of side-by-side action there. The number 6 of Hobson dives down the inside of the 26 of Henry Jocelyn as they go through. So that is another position gained. Oh, but Henry comes straight back at him and says, oh, back down the inside I go. And all that meanwhile, that's now allowing these drivers at the front to break away. Oh, but he comes back. Look at this. Oh, boys, calm down. That's 3 overtakes very quickly, isn't it? Line astern, nose to tail. Here we go into the boot section.
This is normally last lap action, but there's still 2.5 minutes plus 1 lap to go here in Mini X30 Heat 2.
Tommy Harfield, fastest lap of the race at the moment. 51.820 for him. Currently in 9th place at the moment on track for KR Sport.
And 0.3 of a second quicker than our leader on the previous lap.
I have to say, yeah, that is correct. Oh, you just saw there the number of 10.
Whoa, touch in there. There was a big touch between the 10 and the 26. That's Bird and Hobson. Sorry, Jocelyn and Bird. And they were jostling for position.
They were indeed, yeah, jostling for position there. Under 2 minutes to go, round the final corner. And again, all running slightly wide out of that final corner now. It get a very rough, heavy curve there. So, how are the gap looking? Bishop checked out. Cameron Pratt-Thompson is now moved up into second place. Oh, who's this on your screen? The 26 there of Jocelyn is under real pressure from Leo Robinson as well. I think as they go through, yeah, Leo Robinson's actually managed to get past. Now he said, right, hand up, thank you very much, let's go. Let's chase him down because here comes all the number 8 as well of Wesley Swain is trying to follow his teammate through. Does he successfully do so? I think he does. Albeit now he's opened up a bit of a gap. Yeah, so they have managed to get past. So now those two teammates are going to work together to try and close that gap. But I think they've left it a little too late as the 66 dives down the inside. Taylor Ulrich on Tommy Harfield, getting that job done into the banking section.
That'll be 9 places made up so far this race for Taylor Ulrich. So flying through the field. Up into 9th place now, and indeed 9 places made up. If only he had another 9, he had enough time to make up another 9, he would be in the lead of this heat.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Quick maths there. Quick maths. There we go. Less than a minute to go then, plus that 1 additional lap. And how's that gap looking at the front? Because, like I say, Macaulay Bishop has checked out at the moment. He's cleared by 1.6 seconds. He's going into the hairpin now. Then it's the 2 other PMR drivers who are close nose to tail. Cameron Pratt-Thompson, Eden Spanswick. Then it is Jack Hobson and Leo Robinson. who are wanting to close in. Or Jack Hobson's kind of on his own. He's in a bit of a no man's land there in 4th place. Then you've got the 4 karts just behind, starting with Leo Robinson, Wesley Swain, Henry Jocelyn and Tommy Harfield, who are line astern. So again, this race bit spread out at the moment, but I suspect when we go in, there'll be a close battle for 2nd place.
Oh, there we go. Up the inside is the 11 on the 8. So that's Tommy Harfield on Wesley Swan. Lovely move through the entry into turn 1, which of course we count that triple apex as just one corner here at Larkhall. A little bit similar to turn 8 at Istanbul. Only it's 3 apexes rather than 4.
Oh, rather than 4.
But it's just left, left, left.
It is, yeah.
And it's a brilliant section of corners, as you well know, having driven the circuit.
Well, yeah, exactly that. So, as we go through, the timer strikes 0. Your race leader, Macaulay Bishop, 1.4 seconds in the lead at the moment. But it's all getting very close for 2nd place, I have to say. Cameron Pratt-Thompson and Eden Spanswick very close across the line. Final lap board comes out. And here we go. They are on your screen now, the 33 and the 69. 2 PMR drivers, of course. 2 teammates. I don't expect we'll see anything from them, but will that happen? Will it not?
What's the ultimate rule of being a teammate, DJ?
Take him out.
Quite the opposite. Quite the opposite.
I say it is quite the opposite. Yeah, you don't take 8 teammate. That is the golden rule #1. You just don't do it. There's Hobson. There is Leo Robinson as well, just slotting into shot there. Into the final call into the final section we go. There is your race leader, Macaulay Bishop. Again, that gap still around 1.2 seconds. They have closed that gap up slightly. I think Macaulay's just bringing it home now. Doesn't need to push too hard and make a potential mistake. He comes around the final corner, and he is going to take the checkered flag. It's 2 for 2 for Macaulay Bishop. Cameron Pratt-Thompson crosses in 2nd place. Eden Spanswick crossing in 3rd. Jack Hobson in 4th. Leo Robinson in 4th. And then the long train crosses the line. That was 7th all the way back to 12th. Tommy Harfield, Wesley Swain, Thomas Behrman, Henry Jocelyn, and Taylor Orridge. That is the top 10 as they cross the line. Taylor Orridge, like you said, up 8 positions from his original starting point out there. Great result, though, for Macaulay Bishop, last year's IAME Cadet champion, and now looking very strong at this Larkhall weekend.
Yes, indeed, and once again, just short of 47 miles per hour average lap speed around here.
There is your race results, of course. We've done the top 10. Lewis Bird in 11th place with Thomas Cucurullo-Yeoman in 12th place for Croc Promotion. 13th place, Isaac Phelps, Rylan Eschberg in 14th place with Jack Cunningham, Aidan Hassan, Freddie Green, Joey Brown, Charlie Morrison-Jones. He did get a 5-second time penalty though, so that will put him in 20th place. So he moves down a couple of positions, or just one position. Brandon Truman and Ashton Wiggins rounding out the 21 kart grid. Well then, that was an exciting mini X30 race